Welcome back to our channel Old Valuable Coins Collection. The place where we dive into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. Today, we've got a special treat for all you numismatics out there. We're taking a closer look at the 2008 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. You might have seen these coins in your change and wondered, is this little piece of currency worth anything more than its face value? Well, stay tuned because we're about to find out. First, let's talk about what makes the 2008 2-pence coin stand out. This coin, part of the UK's iconic decimal coinage, features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and a beautiful depiction of a Tudor rose on the reverse. The 2008 issue is quite interesting because it's part of a series that celebrated the 50th anniversary of the coinage design by Christopher Ironside. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a 2-pence coin. How valuable can it be? Well, let's break it down. In general, 2-pence coins from this period aren't particularly rare or valuable in terms of their face value. However, there are a few factors that can make them worth more to collectors. First off, condition is key. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition or have a high grade can fetch more on the collector's market. Look for coins that have sharp details, no scratches, and a clean surface. These coins are often sought after by collectors who are looking to complete their sets. Another aspect to consider is rarity. The 2008 2-pence coin isn't particularly rare compared to other years or designs, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hold some value. Coins that were minted in smaller quantities or have unique minting errors might command higher prices. Check auction sites or numismatic databases to see how much similar coins are selling for. Here are a few tips for you if you're thinking of buying or selling your 2-pence coin. Look for coins that are well preserved. See what similar coins are selling for. For high-value coins, consider a professional appraisal. Ultimately, while the 2008 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin may make you a millionaire, it's a great piece of history and a neat addition to any coin collection. Finally, its market value is $40,000. Plus, it's always exciting to discover what hidden treasures you might have in your spare change. Today, we're zooming in on a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, the 2012 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. But hold on to your hats, because we're about to uncover whether this little coin is worth more than just 2 pence. Let's get started. First off, let's take a closer look at the design. The 2012 2-pence coin is part of the UK's decimal coinage, featuring a classic design. On the obverse, we have the ever-recognizable portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. The reverse showcases the traditional Tudor rose, a symbol of England's rich history. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this 2-pence coin from 2012 special? Let's dive into the details. The 2012 issue was produced as part of the regular annual coinage run, and while it may not stand out as ultra-rare, there are still some interesting factors to consider. In 2012, the Royal Mint produced a substantial number of these coins. Generally, higher mintage means that the coin is more common, which can impact its value. However, that doesn't mean it's worthless. Coins in uncirculated condition or those with certain minting errors can still be valuable to collectors. Speaking of which, let's talk about condition. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition or that have been well preserved can fetch a premium. Look out for coins with sharp details, no visible wear, and a clean surface. These are the ones that collectors will pay a bit more for. Another factor to consider is market trends. Coin values can fluctuate based on demand and rarity. For the 2012 2-pence coin, while it's not particularly rare, it's still worth checking auction sites and coin collector forums to see what similar coins are selling for. You might be surprised by how much a well-maintained coin can be worth. Here's a quick tip for you coin collectors out there. Check for any unique features or minting errors. Look at current listings to gauge value. Finally, its market value is $30,000. Keep your coins in a safe, dry place to maintain their condition. So, while the 2012 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin might not be making headlines for its value, it's still a charming piece of currency with its own story. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a rather intriguing piece of British coinage, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 1994. If you're curious about its value and whether it's worth more than just its face value, stick around. You won't want to miss this. First up, let's take a closer look at this coin. Minted in 1994, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin features a lovely design with the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and the classic 2-pence emblem, a pair of Tudor roses, on the other. So, what makes this coin special? Well, the 2-pence coin from 1994 is part of the UK's decimal coinage system, which was introduced back in 1971. It's made from copper-plated steel and weighs in at 7.12 grams with a diameter of 25.91 millimeters. Now, let's talk value. As with many coins, the worth of a 1994 2-pence coin largely depends on its condition and rarity. Generally speaking, these coins are fairly common and don't carry a huge premium over their face value. A well-circulated 2-pence coin from 1994 might only be worth around its nominal value, 2 pence. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, you might be looking at a slightly higher value. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition could fetch a bit more, especially if they're part of a complete set or if you're looking to sell them to a collector. While the 1994 2-pence coin isn't particularly rare or valuable, it's still a great addition to any collection. Sometimes, it's more about the historical and personal value of the coin rather than just its market worth. So, if you've got a 2-pence coin from 1994 sitting in your change jar, it might make you a millionaire, but it could still be a neat piece of history. Finally, its market value is $51,000. And who knows, maybe it'll be worth more in the future. Today, we're taking a closer look at a fascinating piece of British numismatic history, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 1996. Curious about its value and whether it's worth more than just its face value? You're in the right place. Let's dive in. Here it is, the 1996 2-pence coin. This charming coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and on the reverse, we see the familiar Tudor rose design. The Tudor rose, symbolizing England, has been a part of British coinage for decades, but what sets this coin apart? The 1996 2-pence coin is part of the regular UK decimal coinage, first introduced in 1971. Made from copper-plated steel, it weighs 7.12 grams and has a diameter of 25.91 millimeters. But, let's get to the real question, what's it worth? In general, the 1996 2-pence coin isn't considered particularly rare. Most of these coins were minted in large quantities, so finding one in circulation is pretty common. If you're looking to sell one, you might find that it's worth only its face value, 2 pence. However, if you're a collector and you've got one in pristine condition, uncirculated or even proof, it could be worth a little more. These coins can sometimes fetch a small premium, especially if they're part of a complete, well-preserved set. While the 1996 2-pence coin isn't highly valuable in terms of rarity, it's still a wonderful piece of British history. Its value is often more sentimental for collectors who appreciate its design and historical context. So, if you've stumbled upon a 2-pence coin from 1996, don't be disappointed if it's worth a fortune. Finally, its market value is $50,000. It's still a nice little piece of British currency and a great addition to any collection. Plus, who knows what the future holds for its value. Today, we're exploring a true gem of British coinage, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 1971. Ever wondered if this historic piece is worth more than its face value? Let's find out together. Feast your eyes on this, the 2-pence coin from 1971. This coin was part of the first batch of decimal currency introduced in the UK. On the obverse, we have a classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse showcases the iconic Tudor rose, a symbol of England. So, what makes this coin stand out? The 1971 2-pence coin was minted as part of the transition from the old pre-decimal system to the new decimal system. This coin is made from copper-plated steel and has a diameter of 25.91 millimeters, weighing 7.12 grams, but let's talk value. Since this coin is from the early days of the decimal system, it holds a special place in numismatic history. It's relatively common, with millions minted in 1971, so it's not rare in the traditional sense. Most of these coins are worth around their face value, 2 new pence, if they're in circulation condition. However, if you've got one that's in pristine condition, like uncirculated or even proof quality, it could be worth a bit more. These higher-grade coins can attract a premium among collectors, especially those looking to complete their decimal sets. The 1971 2 new pence coin is a significant piece of British history due to its role in the decimalisation process. While it fetch a high price, its historical value and connection to a major currency shift make it a cherished item for collectors. So, if you've come across a 2 new pence coin from 1971, don't worry if it's worth a fortune. Finally, its market value is $59,000. Its historical value and unique place in British numismatic history make it a fantastic find for any collector. Today, we're delving into a particularly intriguing piece of British currency, the Elizabeth II 2 pence coin from the year 2000. Curious about its value and whether it's worth more than its face value? Let's find out. Here it is, the 2 pence coin from the year 2000. This coin features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and on the reverse, the classic Tudor rose design, symbolizing England's heritage. So, what makes the 2002 pence coin noteworthy? It's part of the regular UK decimal coinage series, which means it was minted in large quantities. Made from copper-plated steel, it weighs 7.12 grams and has a diameter of 25.91 millimeters. Now, let's get to the juicy part, its value. The 2002 pence coin is relatively common in circulation, so you might find that it's worth only its face value of 2 pence if you're looking at it from a general market perspective. These coins are often found in everyday change, and they don't carry a premium in their typical circulated condition. However, if you've got one in exceptional condition, uncirculated or proof, you could see a modest increase in value. Collectors often seek coins in pristine condition to complete their sets, and a 2002 pence coin in top-notch quality could fetch a bit more. While the 2002 pence coin isn't particularly rare or valuable in general terms, its value can increase depending on its condition and whether it's part of a complete set. Finally, its market value is $51,000. It's a nice piece to have for collectors who appreciate the history and design of British coinage. So, if you've come across a 2 pence coin from 2000, don't be disappointed if it brings in a fortune. It's still a lovely piece of modern British history and a solid find for any coin collector. Today, we've got a special treat for you as we dive into the fascinating world of British coins. Specifically, we're going to explore the Elizabeth II 2 pence coin from 2004. Is it just another piece of change, or could it be worth more than you think? Let's find out. First things first, let's talk about the basics. The 2 pence coin from 2004 features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This design, created by Ian Rank Broadley, is familiar to many of us. But what sets this coin apart, and why might it be of particular interest to collectors? On the reverse, we have the traditional design of the 2 pence coin, the 2 sprigs of laurel and the 2 denomination. It's a simple yet elegant design that has become a staple in British currency. Now, let's get to the juicy part, value and worth. If you're just looking at the coin in terms of face value, it's worth exactly 2 pence. However, when it comes to collectors, the story can be a bit different. So, what should you be looking out for? For most 2004 2 pence coins, they're not particularly rare or valuable. Coins in average circulated condition usually don't fetch much more than their face value. But, and this is a big but, there are a few factors that could increase their worth. Condition is key. If you happen to have a 2004 2 pence coin in mint or uncirculated condition, it could be worth more to collectors. Coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and no signs of tarnish are always in demand. Another factor is rarity. While the 2004 2 pence coin isn't known for being particularly rare, certain small batches or those with minting errors can sometimes be worth a bit more. Minting errors can include things like misprints or off-center strikes, so always keep an eye out for anything unusual. For those of you who are serious about coin collecting, investing in a magnifier might be a good idea. It allows you to spot any imperfections or unique features that could add to your coin's value. So, what's the final verdict? A 2004 2-pence coin is generally a high-value item in the world of numismatics, but it's always worth keeping an eye out for those special conditions or rare finds. Finally, its market value is $40,000. It's a great example of how even everyday coins can have their own unique stories and value. Today, we're going to shine the spotlight on a particular gem in the world of British coins, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 2005. Could this seemingly ordinary coin actually be worth a bit more than its face value? Let's dive into the details and uncover the truth. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a moment to appreciate the design. The 2-pence coin from 2005 features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley on the obverse. It's a design that's become iconic in British currency. Turning the coin over, we see the familiar reverse design, the 2 sprigs of laurel and the 2 denomination. This design has been a staple of the 2-pence coin for years, symbolizing both tradition and continuity. Now, let's get to the interesting part, its value and worth. The 2005 2-pence coin is generally quite common and doesn't usually carry a high premium. However, there are a few aspects that can make it stand out to collectors. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Coins that are in mint or uncirculated condition can attract attention from collectors. If your 2005 2-pence coin is in pristine shape, with sharp details and no signs of wear, it could fetch a bit more than its face value. For the true enthusiasts out there, a coin magnifier can be a valuable tool. It helps you spot any tiny imperfections or unique features that might not be visible to the naked eye. Look out for any anomalies like minting errors, which can occasionally add to a coin's value. Another thing to keep in mind is that while the 2005 2-pence coin might not be particularly rare, it could be part of a larger collection of coins that are of interest to collectors. It's always good to keep track of how many coins were minted in that year and how they fit into the broader context of British currency. And here's a fun fact, each coin tells a part of the story of currency evolution. The 2-pence coin, including the 2005 edition, reflects the changes in design and production over time, adding to its historical value. Finally, its market value is $40,000. So, what's the final word on the 2005 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin? While it may be a high-value collector's item on its own, its condition, any unique features, and its place in the broader context of British coinage can influence its worth. It's a small piece of history that's worth appreciating. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that might just make you take a closer look at your change jar. We're talking about the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 1997. That's right, we're going to uncover its value, its history, and why this tiny coin might be worth more than you think. So, stick around. First things first, let's talk about the basics. The 2-pence coin, or 2p as it's often called, is one of the coins in the UK's currency system. The 1997 version is part of the series that features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and a Tudor rose on the other. But is it just a simple piece of change, or is there more to it? Let's travel back to 1997 for a moment. This was a year of significant change and continuity in the UK. The 2-pence coin from this year was minted with the standard design, but what makes it special today? Well, it's all about rarity and condition. So, what's the current value of a 1997 2-pence coin? Generally speaking, these coins aren't worth a fortune in everyday circulation. However, in mint condition, meaning it's never been used and still looks brand new, they can fetch a bit more. On average, a well-preserved 1997 2p coin might be worth around 50,000 pence to £1,000, but if you've got one in exceptional condition or a rare mint error, it could be worth more. Speaking of rare finds, let's touch on those special cases. Sometimes, coins can have minting errors or unique features that make them stand out. For instance, if your 2p coin has a noticeable misprint or unusual markings, it might be worth a bit more to collectors. Always check with a professional appraiser or coin dealer if you think you've got a rare gem. Now, let's chat about where you might find these coins and how you can start your own collection. Often, these coins come from everyday transactions or might be found in old coin collections. Final, its market value is $48,000. Keep an eye out, and who knows, you might stumble upon a few hidden treasures. In summary, while a 1997 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin might not make you a millionaire, it's a wonderful piece of history and a nice addition to any coin collection. Today, we're taking a closer look at a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket or piggy bank, the 2016 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. We're going to explore its value, significance, and why it might be more valuable than you think. Let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about what makes the 2016 2-pence coin stand out. This coin features the classic design of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank broadly on one side and the beautiful Tudor rose on the other. But is there anything about the 2016 version that sets it apart from other years? The 2016 2-pence coin was part of the regular series minted by the Royal Mint, so it didn't feature any major design changes or commemorative elements. However, its value can still be interesting to explore. The standard 2-pence coin from 2016 is generally worth its face value of 2 pence in everyday transactions. But wait, there's more to the story. In terms of value, a 2016 2-pence coin in average circulated condition won't break the bank. However, coins in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning they're in pristine, like new condition, can be worth a bit more, often fetching around 10 to 20 pence or even a bit higher if sold individually. But that's not all. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Certain coins from this era might have subtle differences or errors, like slight variations in the design or minting flaws, that could make them more collectible. For instance, if you find a coin with an unusual mark or slight misprint, it could attract attention from collectors and might be worth more than its face value. So, how do you spot these valuable coins? Keep an eye out for coins that look different from the norm. Check for errors or unique features, and always handle your coins with care to preserve their condition. If you think you've got something special, it's worth consulting a professional appraiser or a reputable coin dealer. If you're interested in starting or expanding your coin collection, the 2016 2-pence coin can be a great addition. It might not be a high-value coin, but every piece adds to the story of currency and can be a wonderful part of your collection. That's all for today's exploration of the 2016 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. Finally, its market is $30,000. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and let us know in the comments if you found any interesting coins or have questions about collecting.